I was benched again. I remember playing hockey at my old school. I was one of the best players in the team. In my final year of school, my parents made the decision to enroll me in an elite private school known for outstanding academic results. I was ecstatic when I realised there was a hockey team was keen to try out. However, I quickly noticed that the boys were far more skilled than I was. Almost all of them had extra hockey tuition and were in out-of-school clubs. It seemed I was at a very big disadvantage because my parents could never afford to get me extra hockey help. It was very disheartening to realise that I was not even in the same playing field as these boys. I simply relied on my natural skill. I was discouraged when watching my teammates run rings around their opponents with their expensive sticks. You just don't have the skills that the other boys do, my coach admitted to me, which further demoralised me. I did not want to ask my parents to help pay to get me into a club because I knew money was tight. Another factor that put me at a disadvantage was my geographical location. Coming from a rural area, the access to resources such as playing grounds and sports clubs is limited. Any opportunities to develop my skills were also restricted. Students like myself who come from low socioeconomic backgrounds often experience similar challenges in both sports and academics. They often feel excluded from the wider community and typically struggle in areas such as literacy and numeracy classes as well as physical education. Challenges such as a lack of confidence, lack of support, and good family influences can often affect their participation in sports and academic classes. Without good social influences, students can find it hard to stay motivated and excel. My peers from my more privileged backgrounds had access to extra support such as tutors and extra coaching, and were therefore more confident and easily able to complete set tasks. There were only a limited number of opportunities to get help, and this dramatically hindered my ability to be successful in the school environment. Social influences are imaginary or real forces applying pressure which shape an individual's beliefs, attitudes, or behaviours. They provide positive role models and play a pivotal role in students' lives. My social influences were my teammates in my hockey team. However, I always felt I was secretly being judged because of my inferior skills. This largely contributed to the decline in my participation in school activities. I decided to research what I was feeling and noticed that the majority of my problems stemmed from coming from a low socioeconomic background. Many students like myself reported their experiences of being at school as very challenging and negative, which contrasted with reports by students from financially stable families who reported having good experiences, support from families, and opportunities to get involved. Studies found that students who lack support often resort to antisocial and delinquent behaviours in sports classes because they felt excluded and not valued. Not participating in physical education class caused challenges such as increased stress, a decrease in my cognitive abilities, and an inability to focus in class. My despair over not being able to play hockey and actively participate in sports class distracted me from my studies and affected my overall school experience. It is shockingly clear that students from low socioeconomic households are more likely to experience learning-related behaviour issues than other students. The challenges I faced negatively impacted my overall school experience and my participation in physical education classes. I think it is important that schools have an understanding of the cultural and social challenges that students from low socioeconomic backgrounds face and should seek to minimise the challenges and support these students.